For more info or tune in to the Your Personal Bank Show.
Your Personal Bank Show airs Tuesdays at 4 p.m. right here on KCAA 1050 AM and 106.5 FM, the station that leaves no listeners behind.
Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. Tune in for a vibrant mix of fashion, finance, and life's essential foundations. Join us for expert interviews, insightful discussions, and empowering insights to elevate your lifestyle. From fashion trends to financial tips and personal growth strategies, we've got you covered. So grab your headphones and get ready to be inspired. Tune in now to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show and embark on this exciting journey with us.
Welcome everyone here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Talk Show, where we are on KCAA Radio Network, and we are streaming in all of your favorite streaming podcasts, and we are also available on Roku TV and Amazon Fire TV. You just have to subscribe to Building Solid Foundation. I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite, and today I have three amazing guests for you, and I'm so excited because we are having our event on August 9th for the San Diego Real Estate Investing and Business Expo. And I would like to introduce you some of our presenters at that event. And I'm going to go ahead and start with Eric Campbell, who is one of our cast for the Real Men of Real Estate TV reality show. And he is also our amazing presenter at this event. So Eric Campbell, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me, Marie. This is a wonderful event, and it's always a pleasure to jump on and talk with you about what we do in real estate by utilizing trust and how we continue to serve families all across America and worldwide. So I'm excited to be here, excited about the upcoming event, and excited to hang out with Rick and Heather as well.
All right. And our next guest is someone that I have gotten to know, and she is actually going to be at our TV reality show for the finest women in real estate. She is an amazing architect in San Diego, and I want to welcome Heather Medina. How are you, Heather?
Good. Thank you so much for having me. It's a pleasure to be here today. Very good to see you again, everybody. Rick, Eric, I'm looking forward to the show and just really excited to put out a wonderful education for everybody and update people with what's been going on with the ADU bonus program, the changes, and also different opportunities with Complete Communities Housing Solutions.
All right. Thank you, Heather, for being here. And next one is someone that I have worked with for I don't know how many years now, because he's been a member of Fire Up Connect, and he is an expert in franchising. So let's welcome Rick Morgan. Hi, Rick.
Hello, Marie. Hi, Heather. Hi, Eric. It's great to join you. And I'm really looking forward to August 9th, the event. I think it's going to be wonderful. And franchising and commercial real estate go hand in hand.
Yeah.
And there's always a need for that space, and always a need for that expert to help find that space.
Okay.
So I'm looking forward, and I appreciate it. And it's a privilege to be here.
Okay. Well, I know you are all busy, and I'm so glad that you're all here today. And I know that we have more speakers and presenters that are coming into the event. And I just wanted to inform all our listeners and audience that August 9th is, again, the San Diego Real Estate Investing and Business Expo. And we are going to bring in so many information for you. You're talking about real estate business structure, effective communication, branding, which is what I'm specialized. And, with Heather, I'm going to have her, share the topic that she's going to talk about at this event, as well as Eric and Rick. So you guys have a little taste of what you can learn from them at this event. So let me go ahead and start with Heather. Heather, so you're coming in as one of our presenters. What is something that you're going to share to our attendees?
Thank you, Marie. I'm going to share our two big density bonus programs that we have here in San Diego. We have the ability to build like nowhere else in the state. And actually, the state of California is looking to San Diego as kind of the poster child for expanding the bonus density laws throughout the entire state. We do have a housing shortage here. And I mean, it's California, it's beautiful. Who doesn't want to live here? So we just have to respond to the demand. And the two big bonus programs we have down here are the ADU bonus program, as well as Complete Communities Housing Solutions. Now, recently, the ADU bonus program just went through kind of an overhaul, and rightfully so. Some people were definitely taking advantage of it and coming into neighborhoods and being a detriment to the neighborhoods. So I don't see any of the changes as a bad thing. And I'm going to go over that with our guests because I know a lot of people are in the ADU space and they might be building 2, 3, 4, 5 units. Just to give them an update of what has changed and now what they are allowed to do and how to analyze a property if the ADU bonus program is the avenue that they're going to take. And then also I'm going to talk about Complete Communities Housing Solutions, which intimidates a lot of people, but it's really no different than if you're going to do the ADU bonus program and you're going to be kind of essentially creating a small apartment building. There's really no difference, but a lot of people get intimidated by it because they're thinking, well, now I'm building an apartment building, which you are essentially doing the same thing if you're using the ADU bonus program, but you have a lot more benefits. You don't have any limitation on unit count. You get incredible FAR bonuses up to unlimited in some areas. In the downtown area, it's unlimited. Coastal, it starts at 2.5, goes to 4, then 6.5, then 8. And then a lot of the fees are a lot less for Complete Communities Housing Solutions. And what you wind up with is a project where you have a smaller ratio of affordable units versus market rate units. So it pencils a lot better for some people, but they get intimidated by it. So I'm going to give them an education.
All right, sounds good. So these are good for people that are planning to add ADU in their backyard and or just, looking at other opportunities to expand their portfolio, right?
Exactly.
All right. Well, I'm going to go ahead and ask Eric. Actually, before I ask Eric, I want to ask Rick first because Rick is talking about franchising as another investment strategy. Am I right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yes.
well, can you explain us a little bit about it, but don't give all the secrets, but I just want to make sure that they know what they can learn from you.
Yes, as far as investment as a strategy or franchising as an investment as a strategy, I can educate about ownership models. So if someone wants to fit a franchise into their life and their current business, they can. If a business owner that's in the audience or listening, whatever, wants to grow, I can educate them about investing to become a franchise.
Okay.
And integrated in that is commercial real estate and the need for that. And then I'll even show just a couple of slides, just static slides on some really interesting disruptive franchise models. Just to kind of cap it off.
Okay, well, that will be interesting for all of us to know. Actually, I'm interested to learn it too. And Eric, you're going to talk about how people can be more ahead of planning on real estate. Can you give us more information what that is?
Yeah, one of the biggest things that most people fail to do is to take an inventory and plan their life accordingly. I help a lot of real estate investors. I've been doing this now for about 15 years. Move assets through trust and really kind of do the exchange with that, buy and sell properties with trust. If it's the right property, we can maintain the tax basis if we record it correctly within a trust. And I show people how to develop a legacy plan and build their real estate portfolio by utilizing trust. A lot of people are in their traditional model where they think LLCs or an S Corp, C Corp is the best way to do business. When they start understanding there's a whole other method that's been around for, since the founding fathers built their country about 250 years ago, they start utilizing trust and they realize they can start doing bridge loans, they can actually start doing syndicates, and they can do a lot more things to leverage the liquidity and the resources that they have to pull together to go get an apartment building or actually raise money for a development project and or to partner with someone. Because a lot of times when people go into business, there's a 50-50 chance that they're going to go ahead and get a divorce. I mean, we've known that in business a lot of times. people lose money. So we can actually create, an account just for that project, which protects both parties' entities. So there's a lot of things that you can do with trust. And the more that people start understanding it's another tool. So a lot of real estate investors like myself are out there, we're building this legacy. But how are we going to make sure the next generation knows how to handle it without being bombarded with taxes or other egregious paperwork or someone else telling them what to do? What we're able to do is help people minimize that stress, make it easier for you to pass it on to your grandkids if you like to, so they're not going to get overwhelmed with the taxes and other unnecessary fees that governments like to impose on us. And that's just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit, right? And they're going to learn more at the event. Now, let me ask you, Heather, knowing that you're going to talk about, ADU and how they can do more development with Eric's information and Rick's information, how does that tie to you? Do you see any kind of relationship to what you're doing with the homeowners?
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. I feel like, especially with the trust, a lot of times my clients come to me and their projects are in an LLC, like you're saying, but there's no specific protection for when the partnership goes bad, or maybe the project, there's some sort of unforeseen conditions, or there's a material shortage and maybe the cost of construction goes up. And so having it in a trust could definitely set up the partnership in a way in which both parties are protected, but then there's no ambiguity going into it, exactly how you're going to handle each and every issue that might or might not arise in a larger construction project.
Okay, thank you. And Rick, as a franchisor, what do you think, having the knowledge of Heather being the architect and helping homeowners, and Eric providing this information on planning their retirement or their properties, how do you look at that with franchising?
More and more franchising ownership allows you to run your business from your home. That's home-based, as they call it.
Mm-hmm.
So what if they developed their office and implemented an ADU for that?
Okay.
Instead of I could do that instead of operating out of my home. And then Eric, we could explore this, but perhaps putting a business into that trust could also work, just like the way it works with real estate. So those are the two thoughts I had about how.
That's very interesting. Yeah, I like the idea. Eric, any thoughts about that?
Well, yeah, we've helped hundreds of different entrepreneurs set up their businesses utilizing trust. And it's a really unique thing. It makes them compliant in every single state across the United States. Because a lot of times people want to go into Wyoming or Las Vegas, let me set up an entity there, but they live here in California. I don't advise them to do that. Because what happens, the California Franchise Tax Board is very efficient in finding out where all that money is going. And people have been getting audited when they start doing this. By utilizing the trust and running your business through that, you're in compliance on a federal law. So it allows you to conduct business. And a lot of our clients that have run their businesses through that, they realize that they now can sit there and find the right tax strategies that are best available for them for their life structure. And that's where a lot of our tax attorneys, we get in, we strategize, what's the best strategy for you in operating your business? And businesses are run out of it because each one of these trusts has their own EIN number. If you don't know what that is, their employee identification number. And it's very easy to go open up a bank account, build your credit with that also. And it makes it very easy.
All right. Well, we're going to take a commercial break and we will be right back. So for all of you out there, don't go away. We have more to come on our next segment.
Welcome to Fire Up Live 2025, an immersive speaker transformation experience designed to accelerate your visibility, refine your message, and unlock real opportunities in the speaking industry. Join us September 25th through 28th across Southern California, from the center in Escondido to Old Town Theater in Temecula, and ending at the Air and Space Museum in San Diego, for 4 unforgettable days of high-impact training, masterminds, and live experiences. Led by some of the most dynamic voices in the industry, Fire Up Live is where your speaker journey transforms. September 25th, VIP Speaker Training Program. Kick off day 1 with world-renowned actor and transformational speaker Glenn Morshower. He'll train you in performance mastery, from vocal control to emotional connection, so you can own any stage with unforgettable presence. Marie Waite brings expert insights from her book, Who Do You Think You Are?, helping you build an authentic personal brand that opens doors in the speaking world. Learn how to monetize your message in just 30 days without spending a dime on ads or emails with strategist Manny Lopez. TEDx curator and speaker coach Jim McLaughlin will guide you through message shaping and stage confidence. Network with industry leaders and vendors over a curated VIP lunch. Vendors also gain access to this high-value networking session. September 26th, Building Solid Foundations Mastermind. Day 2 features a dynamic mastermind session led by business strategist Steve Matley. This session helps speakers and entrepreneurs gain clarity, refine their brand positioning, and plan their next strategic move. Enjoy a professional photo shoot aligned with your speaker brand, ideal for elevating your portfolio and marketing. September 27th, TEDx Temecula Experience. On day 3, immerse yourself in the TEDx Temecula experience at the historic Old Town Temecula Theater. Experience the inner workings of TEDx Temecula, an independently organized TED event. Discover how TEDx speakers are selected, coached, and elevated onto the global stage. Watch live, master-level presentations that inspire and transform. September 28th, Fire Up Wings Fashion Show. Wrap up the weekend in style at the Fire Up Wings Fashion Show, held at the iconic San Diego Air and Space Museum. Enjoy live jazz from Valerie Geeson, designs inspired by flight, fashion, and leadership, and James Bond-style runway moments from business leaders and featured designers. Plus, witness the beauty of the Trueness Project's signature butterfly wings come to life on the runway. Reserve your spot now at fireupconnect.com/fire-up-live. Early bird pricing ends July 31st.
In Karate Legacy and the Power Within, we don't just teach karate techniques, we share the inspiring stories of incredible martial artists. Latino Gonzalez, the father of karate, paved the way for martial arts in the Philippines. His legacy lives on through his sons, Rolando and Roberto Gonzalez, who starred in over 100 Philippine karate movies, captivating audiences and bringing karate to the silver screen. Then we have Patricia Gonzalez, a symbol of strength and resilience. After overcoming her own battles, Patricia's journey embodies the spirit of perseverance. Her story encourages us to face our challenges head-on and emerge victorious. Each character in this book has a unique journey, friends and students who have dedicated their lives to mastering the art of karate. Their shared passion not only deepens their bond, but also strengthens their resolve to uplift one another. Through these compelling stories, Karate Legacy and the Power Within reveals the essence of karate: courage, unity, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. Join us in celebrating these extraordinary individuals and discover the strength that lies within you. Grab your copy of Karate Legacy and the Power Within, available now on Amazon.
Welcome back, everyone, here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Talk Show. And we were talking to the presenters of the San Diego Real Estate Investing Business Expo. And this is going to be on August 9th. And we are doing it at the center, which is in Escondido. If you are interested in attending, you need to go to internationalwealthbuildersassociation.com and just go to calendar and you will see the information about this event. But if you wanted to know where exactly it is, it's at the center. The address is 1205 Auto Parkway. And we're going to be there from 9 o'clock p.m. until 9 o'clock a.m. until 5 p.m. not p.m., but we're going to be there all day, morning and
all day.
All day, and we're going to have so much fun, and you're going to meet all these people. And actually, we do have a featured speaker who is a Hollywood movie actor, Glenn Morshower. And I'm excited to have him at our event, and I'm sure you're going to be excited to learn from all of our presenters. But anyway, I want to continue our conversation with all these amazing presenters. And we were talking about earlier how it relates to where you're looking at your investing, strategies in terms of developing or adding more assets into your property, or looking into the franchising, or even, sitting down with Eric in terms of planning your retirement or your portfolio on real estate. So, Rick, I know that you're flying in from San Francisco. Am I right?
Correct. Yeah.
Yes, and you're coming here to see us, and I'm so excited you're going to be able to join us and talk about franchising. And how do you feel about coming here in San Diego and teaching people on franchising?
Well, one, I love San Diego County and the extended area. Back in the day, I lived there. I lived in Solana Beach. So, and then my sisters went to San Diego State, so I've been there many times. Last time I was in San Diego was for the International Franchise Association convention in February of 2022. I think that was the last time I was there.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. So it's going to be great. I'm going to have fun.
I think so too. I mean, I've been thinking about my company too in terms of franchising. And I think I mentioned this to you when we were on the call. And I see my company, getting into that, level of, structure. And by having you educate us, I think we're able to really look at our future and envision the growth of our company. Now, I know Heather has been in San Diego for many years, and you've been an architect for how many years now?
Been in the business for 21 years.
21 years. And how many people have you helped so far in terms of designing?
Oh gosh. Well, I mean, clients wise, it's definitely in the hundreds, but the end users, it's got to be in the thousands, because I did a lot of institutional work at the beginning of my career. So that's schools, libraries. I did a performing arts center, a gymnasium. So God knows how many people have gone through those buildings by this point.
So when you go to this event and present, who are the kind of people you would like to bring in or invite to this event? Because, I know there's a lot of homeowners. Are you looking into also inviting some large corporation in terms of what you're going to talk about?
Yes, I'm looking to invite some investors who are not just investors, but also developers. Because I think my niche is the type of investor who's done a few flips, who's had a few rental properties, who maybe he's built an ADU or two, and they want to take that dive into something bigger. They want to play bigger, and they don't realize just how much easier the bigger projects actually are. And it's actually easier to raise capital for the bigger projects than it is the smaller projects. And you just, you're doing just the same amount of work, but at the end of the day, you're adding another zero to your balance sheet.
So you're talking about large corporation, and I know Rick has worked with a lot of large corporations, right, Rick, because of the franchising clients you have?
Oh, yeah, yes. There are, I mean, private equity is a big player in franchising, and those are multi-billion-dollar companies who have a portfolio of franchise brands. So many of those I represent, and also represent the startups too.
Okay, so hopefully Rick is going to be able to connect you to some of this large corporation, and that's what we're talking about. Eric, I know you're so well connected, and you are the star of Real Bit of Real Estate TV reality show. I am so happy that you're a part of that show, and the way you portrayed yourself in that story was amazing, because it looks like you're not only focusing on helping people in terms of planning their future, but you're also teaching them how to balance their life. Am I right? Am I correct?
That is 100% correct. Just when you get the right vision of how you want to operate your business and the legacy you want to leave, it's important to bring the right team of people together so you can go out and help everyone else. And that's what we're always teaching to everyone that comes across us. What is your team? We also create the family office to help people actually expand their real estate project. If it's of a development project, if they want to go ahead and build an apartment building, or if they want to sit there and just do a rehab, we really explain the importance of having the right team. I myself am only good because I have amazing people that I work with. And that's what I was able to share with you in the TV episode and what they're able to do, because everyone is a professional, from brokers that are attorneys that work in probate to financial gurus that know how to make sure that your money is actually working for you. And then most of all, making sure you have the right tax attorneys around you to make sure you're getting the best tax breaks possible. So
Okay.
I just love helping people with that. So
How long have you been doing this, Eric?
this is the start of my 15th year with the firm.
15th year. You guys are all veterans. I mean, I'm serious. I mean, I am so happy that I have you as a presenter, because part of what I do when I put together live events is to make sure that the presenters are truly have the experience and they are really the real experts of whatever they're talking about. So I do a lot of vetting, and I know the people that I bring into the event, and I'm hoping that for everyone that's listening, that you understand the value that you can get from this event. And it's a free admission to be a part of this. You know, this is an excellent way for you to improve your life, to have a fabulous lifestyle. That's the name of our show. And you know, these people are going to help you, you know, reach that goal. And you know, Heather here, you know, she's also in the TV reality show. I mean, you know, Heather, are you excited about that being
I
aired
am.
soon?
I am. I can't wait. We're gonna set up a watch party for that. Put
Yes.
that together.
Yes, we're going to have a watch party for Heather. We already did a watch party for Eric for the Real Men of Real Estate. And, you know, if you guys missed that, you guys can still look at the episodes on Roku TV and Amazon Fire TV under Building Solid Foundations. And Eric has a lot of, you know, videos that you can search on YouTube. Same thing with Rick. Actually, Rick is in a lot of social media, right, Rick?
Right. In one form or another.
Yes. And I was actually in his podcast. You interviewed me on your podcast, and that was an amazing interview that you did for me. So I thank you for that.
You're welcome.
Yes. So, you know, for all of you, okay, I wanted to get your kind of like, you know, your invitation to people or what you wanted to say about this event. And I will start with Rick.
Well, I'm looking for investors, heads of family offices. I'll be sending those invitations to clients who we still communicate, and I should be able to fill my 25 seats.
All right. Okay. And Heather.
So I'm super excited because not only am I an architect, I'm also an investor, and I have had rental property. And so I know the pains of, I mean, it's kind of ironic. One of the first houses I ever flipped is right down the street in Escondido where we're having the event. So it'll be like coming around full circle. Yeah. So I love helping people. I love helping people grow their portfolios and educating them on how to navigate the municipal code and how to understand what they can do with the project. And it's kind of sad to me sometimes. A lot of properties are just far underutilized, and there's a much greater purpose that you could do, and there's just money left on the table at that point. So I'm just excited to help people out in any way, shape I can. And given my background in construction and also real estate investing as an architect, just break it down and help you to understand what you can and cannot do.
All right. Thank you, Heather. And Eric.
I'm just excited just to help people figure out how to do their business a different way. And I always say it's a better way, because once you start realizing how much money is left on the table, you're like, wait a minute, why don't I figure out a strategy to bring that back into our pocketbook? So I really like to utilize what we teach about trust in real estate. As an active real estate investor, you know, we're working on some very major projects. So I'm always looking for investors that want to sit down and talk about what we're currently doing. And if they're interested in at least, you know, 12 to 18% ROI on their money for properties that are secured by the real estate, I like to show them that and go, this is what you can expect to get, and this is how we work. So, and also I'll be bringing some books so people can learn about those things on hand, because we do have a book online, Trust, Wills, and Estate Planning Made Easy. You can buy it on Amazon. There's an Audible, and explains all the basic formats of what you need to get started with, you know, protecting your family and protecting your legacy.
Yeah, and I believe that we're going to have a raffle and giveaways. Am I right, you guys? We're giving them something to look forward to?
Sure.
Yes. Okay. So I'm also presenting. I'm going to talk about real estate branding. So make sure that you attend and go to internationalwealthbuildersassociation.com and get your ticket. It's free. You just have to RSVP. So anyway, thank you everyone for being here. Thank you, Rick. Thank you, Heather and Eric. And we're going to go now to our next segment. And in our next segment, we're going to have the other vendors and moderator of this event, and we're going to have them next. Okay, so don't go away. We'll be right back.
I'm Glenn Morshower. My face may look familiar to you from lots and lots of TV and film over the last 50 years. We're doing speaker training together, and we're excited about helping you. We've got a lot of fundamentals that we will cover, including the art of playfulness, knowing who you are, remembering tonality, posture, all of these things that are life-changing. They are significant not only in your professional world, but in your personal life as well. We look forward to working with you in the near future.
Unlock the power within you with Who Do You Think You Are? Delve into the art of personal branding and craft a legacy that leaves an indelible mark on the world. Learn from real-life experiences and actionable insights, empowering you to become a leader in your field. Get your copy now and embark on the journey to unleash your true potential. Now available on Amazon.
Looking to attract your target market without soliciting or doing the cold calling? Call Marie Waite and book your consultation. Branding gives you the power to create a unique and classy perception of your business for your target audience. A marketing plan without the right branding will always cost more, take longer, and tend to deliver subpar results compared to a well-branded business. Marie Waite is a branding strategist who formulates effective marketing and media programs to promote your business in building your name, brand, and legacy. Marie has over 10 years of experience and a proven record of creating strong brand content for business owners, entrepreneurs, and companies using her creative ideas, recommendations, and innovative programs. Book now at mariewaite.com or call her at 951-378-5316. 951-378-5316.
Welcome back to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Talk Show. And this time, we are going to meet the vendors of the San Diego Real Estate Investing and Business Expo. I'm your host, Marie Antoinette Waite, and we are at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Talk Show. Now, let me go ahead and introduce you to Mike Litton. Mike Litton is going to be the moderator of the event on August 9th, and he is going to moderate the panel discussion of the Real Men of Real Estate. So let's go ahead and, hey, Mike, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I am good. So are you excited being part of our event this year?
I'm thoroughly excited. I had so much fun last time interviewing the Real Men of Real Estate at your screening. I can't even imagine what it's going to be like when we do an all-day deal. So this is going to be really, really cool.
Okay, cool. So Mike, can you tell us a little bit about your podcast? Because I know I have been in your podcast and it's amazing. So just let the audience know what you have done with your podcast.
We've been a podcast now for just under 2 years. August 15th will be our second anniversary. And we're at 330 plus episodes. We're in 66 countries worldwide, and we've been listened to, viewed, and downloaded over 4.2 million times. So we've had some pretty amazing people on. We just recently had Lee Steinberg, who is the super agent of NFL agents. They wrote Jerry Maguire about him. He actually had a cameo in the Jerry Maguire movie.
Yeah.
So he came on. We got his life story. His episode's going to be released in 6th or 7th of August. So here in a couple of weeks. And he's got a book coming out. So he's coming back on to promote that in a few months, right around the time of the Super Bowl. So we've had some pretty amazing people on and some unbelievably amazing life stories. It's been really cool.
Well, how many years have you been in real estate as a broker?
33.
33 years.
Yeah.
Okay, you guys make sure that you join us on August 9th because Mike is awesome to be connected to. He's got a lot of years of experience. So I'm going to go ahead and introduce this time Christopher Astillero. Did I say that correctly?
Yes, you did.
Oh, I'm so awesome.
Well, you're Filipino. You know how to pronounce Filipino last names, right?
Yeah. So
Astillero. Yes.
Christopher
excited to be here.
Yes, I'm glad that you're here too, and you are joining us on August 9th. Give us a little bit about what you do and let everybody know what you think about the event.
Great. Well, I'm excited about the event, the panel speakers, Mike, It's just such an exciting event. I think everyone's going to get a lot of information out of it, especially all these investors who are always wanting to get a better return on their investment and make really good decisions about where to invest, how to invest. And this is going to be a great place for everyone to get all that information. So as far as what I do, my name is Chris Astillero, and I'm the Regional Vice President for Exchange Resources. We are a qualified intermediary, and we do 1031 exchanges in all 50 states. We've done over 60,000 over the last 26 years, and we do all types of exchanges. We do the delayed exchange, we do the reverse exchange, we do the build to suits. We have our hands just in 1031 exchanges. We don't do anything else. We are experts at it, and we would love to help those investors who would like to create more wealth by deferring their capital gains taxes. So that's where we are, and we're located in Rancho Bernardo as well. So
Awesome.
we're local here. Yeah, thank you so much for having me here.
Yeah, I'm excited you're part of the event because, when I met you at the Coronado Real Estate.
Coronado Real Estate Association.
Yes, you were like the star of that group. I like your vibe.
I try. That's the only way. That's how I roll.
Okay.
You just got to get to know everybody, shake everybody's hands, and build relationships with as many people as you can, and that's the way to do it. So
all right,
I
love it.
Yeah,
I love it. Okay, so we're gonna move on to Greg McMillan. So Greg, go ahead and introduce yourself and say hi to everybody.
Sure. Hello, everyone. Thanks so much for having me, Marie. Really appreciate it. And this is actually going to be my first time at this expo, so really looking forward to it. What I do and what I think I can bring value to this conference is I'm an independent financial planner. So I've been doing it for over 20 years, and I help individuals, small businesses, and families really help grow their money, protect it along the way, and then actually distribute it during retirement. So I really help people out in all different facets, whether very young or actually in the retirement phase.
Oh, I love it. People are going to be happy to learn a lot from all of you at the event. And so this, just so you know, this is also the first time we're doing the San Diego Real Estate Investing. This is the first year. So I'm looking at this as an annual event. Yeah. And you guys are always going to be part of it, right?
Yes, we are.
Okay. All right. So I want to go ahead and welcome Patty also. Patty is not available on video, but we can definitely hear her. Are you available, Patty?
Yes, I am. Thank you.
Yeah, so Patty, welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Hi, I'm Patty Caius from Allison McCloskey Escrow Company. I'm an escrow officer as well as an accommodator. We have been in business since 1946. We're just a really good independent escrow company. We've been around. We're really personable. We try to be there for all of our clients. Actually, we are there for all of our clients every day, all day for them. The owner of the company just retired, so he's living his life as a retiree. So we're there just every day working and helping our customers. Okay. We do all types of escrows. We do real estate, businesses, surrogacy, egg donations. You got an escrow, call us and we'll help you out on whatever. If we can't help you, we'll refer you to one of our colleagues.
That's awesome. Well, as you can see, I mean, we have these amazing people and they have so many specialized talent and skills. So I want to ask all of you in regards to this event. I mean, do you have any kind of, ideas that, you can share to people that is really not easy for people to know? Is there anything that you guys can share right now? Any secrets?
Well, I do. I actually have one. And as you know, with qualified intermediaries, accommodators, we're always on the chopping block with the federal government. They're always wanting to do away with the 1031 exchanges because they want to collect their taxes now. But based on what's going on with the big, beautiful bill, we are business as usual. Nothing is going to affect us. We're good for the next 4 years. So investors shouldn't have to worry about, the 1031 exchange going away anytime soon. We've got 4 solid, almost 4 years to be able to do this until obviously the next, regime comes and takes over the political environment. But we're good to go right now. we're solid and we're not going away. It's business as usual with the 1031 tax deferred exchanges.
That is so good to know. Mike, you were going to say something.
Well, actually, the big beautiful bill has allowed for cost segregation and has allowed for accelerated cost recovery, which is accelerated depreciation to an extent we haven't seen in decades. And so one of the things investors can look forward to when they buy property is they can look forward to an amazing amount of choices in terms of their tax advantage. So they can probably shelter some income now where they weren't able to do so before. This is a really, really aggressive bill when it comes to that type of thing.
Yeah.
Any comment, Greg, about that?
Yeah, actually, what I wanted to bring up that I think I'm not so sure how many people know about this, since a lot of realtors are typically self-employed, is back with the Secure Act 2.0, they implemented the Roth SEP IRA, which is huge because the Roth IRA is post-tax contributions. And so all the growth from the Roth IRA is tax-free. Well, now you're able to do that with a SEP IRA, self-employed pension IRA, where now you can actually contribute to a Roth SEP IRA, where it was just the pre-tax SEP IRA that was available prior to that bill. So that's huge. And then also the big, beautiful bill, there's lots of things that are being unraveled there as well. So I think that's also one of the things that I'll be able to bring to the table is the educational pieces on unraveling all those things that relate to kind of my financial services world.
Oh, I love it. That's so awesome. Now, Patty, is there anything with escrow that is affected by this big, beautiful bill?
As far as I know, it hasn't been affected. Escrow hasn't been affected at all. It's been business as usual. In fact, it's actually been kind of very high volume in our office.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, so it's actually helped a lot. We have a lot of investors who do come back to us and are taking advantage of 1031 exchanges and are taking advantage of this big, beautiful bill that's out there right now because they know that they're safe with their investments and that they're safe and able to purchase their new investments with their 1031 exchanges. And the escrows are just flowing in. So we've been pretty good. Pretty blessed, so to speak.
Okay, well that's good. So am I okay to say that the market is good for real estate investing?
Yes.
Okay, Mike, go if you can.
I'm an investor, and I actually just closed a deal with Allison McCloskey the other day, and they did a phenomenal job. If you look at the tax code, the federal tax code, there are the two most incentivized activities are number one. The most incentivized is owning a corporation and employing people. The second is owning rental real estate and renting it out. Think about it. The government needs you and wants you to go out and create. They want to incentivize you to go out and create jobs. Once you create those jobs, those people have to live somewhere, right? So real estate investing, one of the things that's happening is the second most incentivized activity is owning rental real estate and renting it out.
Okay, well, awesome. Any input on that, Chris?
I think that there's definitely going to be, from what Mike was saying, it's about real estate investing, and there's going to be a lot of opportunities. The market, for me, from what I understand, talking to a lot of the realtors out there that I meet and escrows, the market is starting to shift a little bit, but then, that's a good shift. Market is starting to normalize where prices are, possibly going to be able to come down. Investors are going to see better values out there that they can invest in, possibly higher rates of return. I mean, we have a lot of investors leaving California because they've made such a high gain of profit and appreciation here in California that they want to invest in other parts of the United States. This is a great opportunity. Even with the rates the way they are, I think that there's going to be still a lot of great opportunities out there for investors to get higher rates of return in so many different properties in different states out there. So it's like Mike said, it's still a really good time to invest.
Okay. And Greg, is there anything going on with the retirement plans? Are they increasing?
Yeah, so each year they increase how much you can contribute. It's kind of like a cost of living adjustment increase on that. But the other thing that's important is that certain tax cuts that we're going to sunset actually have been extended. So a lot of people like that as well. So hopefully that still has them having more money in their pocket to then turn around and spend it in the economy, which can help grow the economy as well, or help them save a little bit more. And then the third piece as well is it seems like interest rates are still going to stay up there. They were talking over the past couple of quarters, the interest rates, fixed interest rates, are going to start to come down, but not at this moment. They're holding off on that at this point. So we don't know when that's going to happen. So in my world with fixed investments having higher interest rates, people are still continuing to put money into those fixed investments, which, are getting much higher returns than,
Oh, that's good. Okay, we're going to take a commercial break and we'll be right back. And don't go away because I'm going to ask a good question for our escrow company, Patty. Okay, we'll be back.
Welcome to Fire Up Live 2025, an immersive speaker transformation experience designed to accelerate your visibility, refine your message, and unlock real opportunities in the speaking industry. Join us September 25th through 28th across Southern California, from the center in Escondido to Old Town Theater in Temecula, and ending at the Air and Space Museum in San Diego, for 4 unforgettable days of high-impact training, masterminds, and live experiences. Led by some of the most dynamic voices in the industry, Fire Up Live is where your speaker journey transforms. September 25th, VIP Speaker Training Program. Kick off day 1 with world-renowned actor and transformational speaker Glenn Morshower. He'll train you in performance mastery, from vocal control to emotional connection, so you can own any stage with unforgettable presence. Marie Waite brings expert insights from her book, Who Do You Think You Are?, helping you build an authentic personal brand that opens doors in the speaking world. Learn how to monetize your message in just 30 days, without spending a dime on ads or emails with strategist Manny Lopez. TEDx curator and speaker coach Jim McLaughlin will guide you through message shaping and stage confidence. Network with industry leaders and vendors over a curated VIP lunch. Vendors also gain access to this high-value networking session. September 26th, Building Solid Foundations Mastermind. Day 2 features a dynamic mastermind session led by business strategist Steve Matley. This session helps speakers and entrepreneurs gain clarity, refine their brand positioning, and plan their next strategic move. Enjoy a professional photo shoot aligned with your speaker brand, ideal for elevating your portfolio and marketing. September 27th, TEDx Temecula Experience. On day 3, immerse yourself in the TEDx Temecula experience at the historic Old Town Temecula Theater. Experience the inner workings of TEDx Temecula, an independently organized TED event. Discover how TEDx speakers are selected, coached, and elevated onto the global stage. Watch live, master-level presentations that inspire and transform. September 28th, Fire Up Wings Fashion Show. Wrap up the weekend in style at the Fire Up Wings Fashion Show, held at the iconic San Diego Air and Space Museum. Enjoy live jazz from Valerie Geeson, designs inspired by flight, fashion, and leadership, and James Bond-style runway moments from business leaders and featured designers. Plus, witness the beauty of the Trueness Project's signature butterfly wings come to life on the runway. Reserve your spot now at fireupconnect.com/fire-up-live. Early bird pricing ends July 31st.
In Karate Legacy and the Power Within, we don't just teach karate techniques, we share the inspiring stories of incredible martial artists. Latino Gonzalez, the father of karate, paved the way for martial arts in the Philippines. His legacy lives on through his sons, Rolando and Roberto Gonzalez, who starred in over 100 Philippine karate movies, captivating audiences and bringing karate to the silver screen. Then we have Patricia Gonzalez, a symbol of strength and resilience. After overcoming her own battles, Patricia's journey embodies the spirit of perseverance. Her story encourages us to face our challenges head-on and emerge victorious. Each character in this book has a unique journey, friends and students who have dedicated their lives to mastering the art of karate. Their shared passion not only deepens their bond, but also strengthens their resolve to uplift one another. Through these compelling stories, Karate Legacy and the Power Within reveals the essence of karate: courage, unity, and the relentless pursuit of excellence. Join us in celebrating these extraordinary individuals and discover the strength that lies within you. Grab your copy of Karate Legacy and the Power Within, available now on Amazon.
Welcome back, everyone, here at the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Talk Show. And this is your host, Marie Antoinette Waite. And remember, we're here every Sunday at 3 o'clock p.m. on KCA Radio. So we're going to go ahead and continue our conversation. And I do have a question for Patty. Patty, do you see or do you expect more transactions from the developers or from anybody that you're dealing with this year because of all of these changes?
Yes and no. So yes, because I've seen a lot of our clients buying into new homes versus buying into already, homes that have already been built.
Okay.
And no, because the inventory out there for them is really low for already, for our investors, that is, for them to purchase those homes. So I have a lot of clients who have been holding back and not selling so that they can purchase, or they're buying into these new homes versus buying into homes that are already out there. So, like I said, we're still steady. We're still going. During the whole little slump, the first quarter, there's always a slump in the escrow business. But during that first quarter, our office was actually really, really busy compared to other escrow offices. So,
well, that's good to know. Okay. Well, since this is our last segment, I'm going to go ahead and ask each one of you to give your spiel in terms of the event and, what you would like to share to people about, how they can benefit from it. So I'll start this time with Greg.
Okay, thank you so much. And really looking forward to it. Looking forward to meeting a lot of individuals that are probably are self-motivated, self-starters in their business, and a great way to kind of connect with them to find out what they do and how they go about their business, because I'm always looking to refer people to realtors as well, but also how I might be able to help them out in accomplishing their financial goals. I can help them with a second look on their current financial plans. I can go over different ways to save, both on a pre-tax, tax-deferred, and post-tax basis with their accounts, and then how to protect their assets along the way through various different types of insurance services like medical, long-term care, and life insurance. And then the distribution phase of income protection as well through annuities too. I am an independent broker, and I've been doing this for over 20 years here in San Diego, and I love working with folks, helping them accomplish their financial goals.
Okay, thank you, Greg. And Chris.
Well, like I said, this is going to be a phenomenal event. You've got Mike, who's going to be mediating. He's so knowledgeable about the real estate industry. I think that so many investors are going to get so much information out of it. And I, for one, I'm also an investor. So I'm always looking at the best places to purchase, what great deals that I can get, and how to take advantage of, where the market's at right now. Even with the interest rates the way they're at, like Mike said, there's going to be a lot of opportunities. And as you know, a lot of the baby boomers own so much of the wealth in the United States. And so this is an opportunity for a lot of these baby boomers to kind of see where they can reinvest their wealth into other areas for estate planning, because eventually the heirs are going to inherit these millions of dollars of properties across the nation, and they're going to need to know what to do with this wealth. And thank God Greg's going to be there. Mike's going to be there. Patty, a great escrow officer, escrow company is going to be there. So there's just going to be a lot of information that all these investors can take back with them so that they can create more wealth and also plan for their future, plan for their legacy, and plan for their heirs to receive these properties in the best way possible. So I'm very, very excited to be there, and I'm looking forward to meeting everybody out there and getting some really great information myself.
Thank you, Chris. And we'll go to Patty this time.
So this will be the first time that we'll be at this event. We're looking forward to it. We're there to help out in any escrow questions that anybody may have. Like I said, we deal with a lot of investors, a lot of flippers. We do a lot of creative escrows. So come over, ask us. There isn't an escrow that we have not tackled. So looking forward to meeting everyone, especially the panels, and listening in and meeting new vendors and new exciting people.
Okay,
Thank you for the invite.
Thank you, Patty. And Mike.
So this is going to be an amazing event. It's going to be pretty powerful. There are going to be, according to the federal government, there's some $98 trillion that's being passed from baby boomers to their millennial kids and grandkids. And the millennial kids and grandkids, when they were kids, were going through the Great Recession. So they don't necessarily have that much of a trust factor when it comes to real estate. And that's something that we need to figure out a way to change. So one of the things that we're going to be talking about is this big, beautiful bill, and specifically how it incentivizes people to go out and actually invest in real estate. That large transfer of wealth is the largest in our nation's history. And it's going to be very, very cool to give people an opportunity to learn what their options are. And it's going to be amazing to have everybody there.
Okay, well, thank you so much, everyone. Just so you know, the event is at the center, which is 1205 Auto Parkway in Escondido. We are going to be on the second floor. The name of the room is Diamond Ridge. So make sure that you check that out. If not, you can always call me or text me at 619-453-4664. Again, that is 619-453-4664. This is the San Diego Real Estate Investing and Business Expo, and we are excited to see you there. And I have a feeling that there's going to be some raffles and giveaways, right?
Oh yeah, we're going to give away some really, really good raffles, so don't miss out. You snooze, you
don't
lose.
miss out. Yes, so definitely we want to see you there. So make sure that you check us out August 9th again. And this is the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Talk Show. And we are here every Sunday at 3:00 p.m. And we are affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. We are on 1050 AM and 106.5 FM. And we are also available on Roku TV and Amazon Fire TV under Building Solid Foundations channel. So we will see you again next week. And everybody, thank you so much for being here.
Welcome to the Fabulous Lifestyle Radio Show, where we talk about food, fashion, finance, and foundations of life. We are live on KCAA Radio Broadcasting Network. KCAA is affiliated with CNBC, NBC News, and NBC Sports. We are sponsored by Sheltered Studios, Fire Connect, and Building Solid Foundation.